Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing press-on nails. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be transforming these press-on nails. A lot of you guys have seen me do this a million times, but before we get started, I do want to give a quick shout out and just say thanks so much for being the first to comment on my last video. So yeah, a lot of you guys have seen me do this a million times, so we're going to be doing another story time. I have another story pulled up here on Reddit. Just want to give a quick disclaimer. These nails, I did purchase them from Shein, and to apply them, I am using my solid nail tip glue gel that will be available for purchase on my Etsy shop. The link to everything will be down below. And I did not fully prep my nails. If you're interested in seeing a full tutorial on how to prep your nails so your nails last 2+ weeks, the link to that video will be down below as well. All right, let's get started. So this is titled, Am I the Asshole for Refusing to Help My Sister Pay for Her Kids' Medical Bills because of what happened when I needed help? Throwaway, because my sister and family are the kind of people who'd 100% stalk my posts to prove a point. Okay, so this is all messy, but I need to get it out of my head. My sister, 28 female, and I, 26 female, aren't super close, and honestly, we've never really been. She's one of those people who always had her life together. Good job, nice house, all that. Me, not so much. I've had my ups and downs, and a couple of years ago, it got really bad. So 2 years ago, I lost my job, like completely out of the blue. Hey, thanks for everything. We're shutting down. Good luck. I was obviously screwed and I had no savings because, you know, life is expensive, and I was living paycheck to paycheck like everyone else I know. My rent was due and I had literally no idea how I was going to pay it. I was freaking out, couldn't sleep, crying all night, stomach in knots level freaking out. So I swallowed my pride, which was already in the toilet at this point, and called my sister. I asked her if she could lend me $1,000 to cover rent. Not give me, lend me. I promised I'd pay her back as soon as I got a new job. I wasn't asking for a handout, I just needed help. She didn't even hesitate. She said no, straight up, like flat, cold no. And then she gave me this whole speech about how she doesn't believe in lending money to family because it always goes wrong and ruins relationships. She said it wasn't personal, just her policy, and then basically hung up on me while I was sobbing. I was devastated. Like, I get it, no one's obligated to help me, but I'm her sister. I wasn't asking for anything crazy, I just needed help to not end up homeless. Anyway, I figured it out. I sold some stuff, borrowed from a couple of friends, and barely scraped by. But that moment, it stuck with me. It changed the way I see her. Like, she made it very clear that I couldn't rely on her when things got tough. I never said anything to her about it after that because what's the point? But I never forgot. Now fast forward to last week. Her husband got laid off a couple months ago, and I guess they're struggling, but I didn't know the details because we don't really talk. Then out of nowhere, she calls me. She never calls me, so I immediately knew something was up. She was crying, like full-on sobbing, and told me they needed $1,500 for my niece's medical bills. It's something about a treatment she needs, and apparently insurance will reimburse them, but they have to pay up front. She said they're completely out of options and begged me to help. And look, I love my niece. She's 3, and obviously she's done nothing wrong, but I couldn't help but think about that phone call 2 years ago when I was desperate and she couldn't have cared less. So I told her, sorry, I can't help you. And yeah, I might have been a little petty because I threw her words back at her. I said, I don't believe in lending money to family because it always goes wrong. She lost her shit. She started screaming at me about how this is different because it's her child, not just stupid rent, her words, and how I'm a selfish bitch for holding a grudge over something that happened forever ago. She accused me of punishing an innocent kid just to get back at her, which, okay, maybe that's a little true, but also, where was this whole family helps family thing when I was begging for her to not lose my apartment? And here's the thing. I can afford to help her. I've worked my ass off these past 2 years to get my shit together, and for the first time in forever, I actually have some savings, but why the hell should I? She made it clear that we're not that kind of family. She set the rules, not me. And now that the shoe's on the other foot, I'm supposed to just forget everything and bail her out? I can't. Of course, she immediately ran to my parents, and now they're all over me too. My mom keeps saying it's not about her, it's about your niece, and that I'm being heartless. My dad told me I'm acting cold and vindictive. They're both making me feel like absolute garbage. And honestly, maybe they're right. It's not my niece's fault her parents are struggling, but it's not my fault either. And honestly, if I cave now, I know my sister is just going to think that she can treat me however she wants, and I'll still come running when she needs me. So yeah, I feel like shit, but also I feel like she kind of had this coming. Am I being a total asshole here, or is it fair to not help her after everything? I can't tell if I'm justified or just being petty. Edit. Sorry, there is a lot to read. Just want to say I am reading all the replies. I see there are more options than previously thought. I am considering helping her get the money in some other way, via other payment system like paying the healthcare providers directly or get legal support. I am extremely bitter towards what my sister did back then. Frankly, I do feel like teaching her a lesson, but I obviously don't want to be a psychopath and see my niece suffer. Thank you guys for the honest advice. We'll read all of them and contact directly if needed. All right, I'm going to read some of the comments. One of the top comments said, get a group call with mom and dad and her and say, remember when I got laid off and needed $1,000 so that I would have a bed to sleep in, and sis told me no. I learned some really valuable lessons there, so I thought I'd share them. Here's what I suggest. Sell some stuff. I sold X and Y using this route. I borrowed smaller amounts from some close friends who weren't worried about their relationship getting ruined, so maybe you two households can figure it out. If I, who owned fewer valuable things to sell and am only one person, could find enough to come up with $1,000, maybe your two households can find things to sell to add up to $1,500. Another comment says, sounds like your parents are saying they can give her the money, doesn't it? Another comment says, you're following the golden rule of treat others how they treat you. Can't blame you for sticking to it. Hashtag petty but justified. Another comment says, not the asshole. So where were your parents when you were about to become homeless? Another comment, honestly, your sister should contact a medical care advocate. Most of the time, they can get the cost knocked down. She can also contact the hospital to work out a payment plan. So, not the asshole. Not the asshole. Karma came back to bite your sister on the ass. If you treat people poorly, you can hardly expect them to treat you well. Another comment, not the asshole. Your sister set the tone by refusing to help you, so it's fair to hold her accountable. You've worked hard for your savings, and it's not your responsibility to bail her out. Don't let your family guilt you. Another comment, act cold, be cold. So it's okay for you to be homeless, but it's family. Fuck that. No, I cannot honestly believe she had the unmitigated gall to even ask you. Nope. Tell them you don't have any money for her. That's a true statement. The money you have in savings is for emergencies for you, because you already know that your family sister is either unable to help or would rather see you homeless because helping with rent is too trivial to compromise their policy. Tell your fam you'd like to help your sister, but you genuinely can't. You responded how you did because you were hurt, but it doesn't change that you only have enough to cover your own bills. Okay, so my opinion on the whole situation, it's definitely difficult because on one end, it's not even the fact that it's your sister's kid, it's like a kid in general. You know what I mean? So anytime having that feeling that you know you can help out a kid that's in need, like in general, regardless of what's going on, like I get it. It's hard. But also, too, no shade, no tea. I don't think I would. Unfortunately. Like, I don't really think I I don't think there's no way. Here's the thing, right? I do agree with all the Reddit comments. Like, it's definitely your sister's karma. But also, too, your sister made it very, very clear when she said that she would not help you and how she has a very strict, quote, policy, that she made it very clear that family is not chosen, it is given, right? So in my opinion, there's some people that the blood really combines them, and there's some people that the blood is just blood. She looks at you like a regular person. She don't look at you like part of her. And she just reminded you that your family is given, not chosen. So just because she was given to you does not mean you are obligated to care, give, whatever for her. Your friends that were there for you, they chose to be your friends. They chose to help you, right? So you just automatically assume that because she's your family, even though she was given to you, you assume because they're your family that they're the only people on this earth that will look out for you and care for you in times of need. She made it very, very clear that she is not that person. And it's just an unfortunate reminder, family is given, not chosen. So yeah, no, in my opinion, I would not, if that makes sense at all. But in my opinion, no, I probably wouldn't give her the money. And that's very unfortunate. Now, I never thought about paying the medical bills. That's always an option. But also, too, if you can truly afford to pay for it, like if you was not uber rich, but if you was beyond comfortable and had beyond an emergency savings, then yes, at that point, pay the medical bills. You'll get your good karma, because what they say, two wrongs don't make a right, whatever. If you have it. But like that one comment had mentioned too, I totally agree. If you have an emergency savings for you that's just enough, then you do not have enough money. So, tell her no, because that's true. You do not have enough money. You have your emergency savings because you know what it felt like to be almost homeless, and you need that safety net, because now if you don't have that safety net, how are you feeling? Because do you think she's going to be there for you? Absolutely not. No, don't give her that money. Next. All right, if you guys enjoyed these story times, please definitely leave that down below in the comments to let me know. Also, if you have any questions throughout this video of anything I'm doing, leave it down in the comments and I'll do my best to reply. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.